All right, everyone.
Bye, Jer.
To start Build Shift Off, we have a call-in from Veronica Belmont, co-host of Revision 3's Textila podcast, and just started at the Twit gaming show Game On. And so let's bring her online. Are you waiting for? Well, you can just phone her.
Okay, oh, she's gonna call us.
All right.
The 133 challenge.
Yes. Oh yeah, we should generate that.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Veronica.
Hello.
How you doing?
Is this a bus?
Yes, it is a bus. This is a bus filled with warm, tired people. Is this a Veronica?
This is. Should I send video?
Yeah, that'd be great actually if you could.
Okay.
We can do that.
We have the technology.
There we go.
Yay!
I would hope that you would have the technology.
I also have the technology.
Yes. So
I hate to say it, but it's not that interesting of technology to have.
No.
Sadly.
But you'd be surprised, like what a camera to do the what? Yeah. No, I don't have that.
And she's a fancy mic too.
But you do, yeah.
That's
fancy
awesome.
microphone.
That is
yes.
A nice mic.
Yeah. I can't see you guys. Do you guys not have video?
Oh no, we do. Okay.
Push the fancy little camera button in the upper right.
Sometimes mirroring it back to you doesn't actually work, but I'll tell you what you can do. If you go to desertbus.org, there's a live stream there you can watch. Two things though, it'll be delayed, and please mute that audio so that you don't hear us twice or it'll drive you insane.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me.
But you can.
Okay, muted.
You can get a rough idea of what's going on.
Oh, there I see you guys now in Skype.
There we go. Thank you, Ian. Yay, we got it.
Wow, there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, I know.
This is a low population.
Yeah. For this year, yeah.
Sometimes this room gets really packed.
There's easily this many people again upstairs.
Yeah, we need X number of people just to keep everything running. It's turned into quite a crazy thing.
Crazy.
So hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for calling in. I just introduced you just before you rang on as the co-host of Revision 3's Textila podcast and the new show Game On Twit, which is super awesome.
Yes,
and
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, we've asked people to jump over to desertbuzz.org, find the post with you in it, and start posting some questions to it. So I have some questions for you.
All right, cool.
All right.
I am ready for questions. Mostly because I drank a beer.
Yay!
Yay!
Well, then I'll start off.
Question.
Then I'll start off with the weird one.
First question. What kind of beer are you drinking?
I think you just slashed it there.
It is Mirror Pond Pale Ale from Bend, Oregon.
Nice.
Is it any good?
It is pretty good. A friend of mine brought it over for a. I think this is sad. I think he actually brought it over for the premiere of Game of Thrones from the first season. I sit in my fridge that long, and I just got around to drinking it.
So it's that good.
It's that good. It's that good. No, I'd buy it again. It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Excellent. All right, Graham, we're ready for your question.
Okay. So, first question: any relation to Richter Belmont?
I know that was the first one.
I only get that question
Every
once
day?
a day.
Yeah.
That's sort of what I figured. It's, to be honest, the first time someone said, "Hey, Veronica Belmont's calling in," it's just so ingrained in my head.
Yeah.
First thing I thought of was Castlevania.
Yeah.
I apologize for that, but then I was
It's
like,
a proud
right,
heritage
of course.
I lead.
Yeah.
It's true.
Sorry.
You should see me with my whip.
Yeah, we have a Belmont street around here. So.
The other bizarre question that's been asked is, are you tired of being asked if you are tired of being confused with Felicia Day?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really understand it because there's lots of geeky girls out there, but we get confused all the time. It's not. I take it as a compliment because she's awesome and we're good friends, and it cracks me up every time.
Nice.
But yes, I'm tired of it.
Fair enough. All right. It's in the thread, so why not? What do you think of the PS3 PlayStation Home? It seems like a weird social networking attempt that could be so much more. Is the question.
I think it definitely has a lot of potential. I've spent a pretty good amount of time in home because of my last job when I worked for, I did a show for PlayStation called Core. And so I spent a fair amount of time in there doing like meetups and playing games with people and stuff. And it definitely has a lot of potential. I think it's underutilized. And so I'm hoping that they'll add more and more content. They've started adding a lot more content that's very relevant to other games that are out and kind of adding extra content in there that you can't get anywhere else. So I think if they do that more, it'll expand in a major way, I hope.
We had a bizarre experience with PlayStation Home because we were doing a featured game with Wizards of the Coast where we were playing Duels of the Planeswalkers, and we had to do all the meeting up through PlayStation Home. And I had this bizarre experience where, because everyone had these amazing, fantastical avatars that had not downloaded to my machine yet, and they were slowly pinging in, but everyone was there in that sort of weird, invisible, partially translucent person.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just gave me this bizarre image to the scene outside the club in Snow Crash.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
right.
Yeah,
I know it's totally Snow
It
Crash.
is exactly what was described. That there's all these people. They have no definition. They're all clipping together, and then when you cross the threshold into the club, then you get your actual crazy avatar, and you can. And it was like, oh god, this is exactly what was being described.
The future is now.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's better than Second Life. I can say that much.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm very ready for that super immersive style gaming world that is described in games like Snow Crash and even the newer Neil Stephenson book, Reamd. There's a massively multiplayer game called Terrain that's kind of like Warcraft on crack, and if you can imagine. So I'm looking forward to much more immersive style video games like that, where it really does feel like you're in a different world, not just, looking at a computer screen.
All right.
Did I just get super nerdy? Like,
No,
I want for an immersive world experience.
We've all read.
That's
We've all read
Neil
Neil Stephenson.
I'm sorry if I'm always checking for the next question so that I can keep things moving good. But I'm sorry if I sounded like I was not interested. But no, that was really cool. Okay, this is all right. Skyrim, Saints Row the Third, Battlefield 3, or Modern Warfare 3.
Skyrim. I interrupted my Skyrim playing to be here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Okay.
God,
Yeah! What are you playing as?
Do you need to go?
I'm level 17, so.
Ooh.
That's right.
Wow, you're way further than me. I just hit 9.
Probably not. I just been power leveling. It's my thing. That's all.
We there's actually a Desert Bus shout that we came up with on Friday, I think.
Yeah, what does it sound like?
Well, it's last year. Are you familiar with the image with the caption "Wargarble" of the dog trying to drink from a sprinkler?
I haven't seen that one, surprisingly.
Okay,
now
well,
I feel like I'm behind in my memes.
The term "Wargarble" sort of took off last year, and so on Friday we determined that the Desert Bus Dovahkiin shout was "Wargarbal." So.
I'm looking at the picture. It's awesome.
Isn't it great?
Oh, haven't we all felt that way before?
Yeah.
The way that dog feels right there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dear Dr. Veronica Belmont. Oh, everyone gets doctorates when you get asked questions on Desert Bus.
Finally, I don't have to do homework or anything.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. Dear Dr. Veronica Belmont, what advice would you give to women looking to work on the internet?
Depends on what you would like to do on the internet. There's many different that you can partake in.
Well, answer.
Like, do you want to be I don't even know how to answer that question. Because we are all people on the internet.
That's right.
Yeah. I assume they mean more in your field than the wide array of other opportunities there are for women on the internet.
I would say start a podcast. It's super easy, and you can talk about stuff you already love and already love talking about, and there's basically no barrier to entry. So I would say do that.
All right. Okay, this is a question that was asked to both John Scalzi and editor-in-chief of The Escapist, Steve Butts. What is your stance on erotic Star Trek fanfiction?
Oh, God. I guess that also depends, doesn't it? Are we talking Next Generation or original series? That's a very important distinction.
It doesn't specify,
Voyager.
but let's
Voyager.
They did
No.
Is the Enterprise next?
let's say Next Gen.
That's it. What?
Let's say,
data OTP.
let's say Next Generation. That's a good point. They basically did that with Voyager.
They did.
Because there's a
got your Star Trek fan.
well, because the
Erotic
episode
fanfiction
where
episode.
where Janeway and Paris get all weird and evolved and hook up as
That's
lizard people,
weirdest.
they officially decanonized.
Oh,
So that I guess that makes it fan fiction now.
Yeah.
As it
Wow.
should be.
Oh goodness, pardon me.
I don't have a good answer to that question. I would say
Yeah.
no.
All
Stop
right.
that.
Smart.
Stop thinking about that.
More for me.
Because it's gonna run out.
No. You can
on
power
short
the world
supply.
on.
I have to say, I will say this on the internet. I did have a big crush on Will Wheaton when I was a kid. So I'll put there on the internet.
Me too.
You know we have an auction lot coming up later.
No, we've already auctioned
No,
it.
we've already
Oh,
Aw.
we did. How much did it go for?
1111.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, we had a giant Will Wheaton poster. Or,
Oh, sweet.
yeah, but apparently it's already been auctioned.
They're
So
gonna
he's
auction off
calling
Will
in
Wheaton.
later, so we can just we won't
Yeah.
tell him.
Oh, this is creepy. This has gone officially Veronica creepy zone.
Um,
And drink.
what game are you looking forward to in 2012?
Oh, geez. That's a good question. I put all my thinking and hoping into Skyrim, and so I haven't
Yeah.
thought any further than 11, which already happened. Let's see. What am I looking forward to? I don't know, actually. You caught me in a pickle. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I'm looking forward to.
I've been so
Like
caught
all
up.
the games I was waiting for all came out at once.
Yeah,
And
I've been so
can't
caught up with all the
anything.
recent stuff.
Yeah,
Mass
Mass Effect. I
Effect
was
3.
just gonna
Mass
say
Effect
Mass
3.
Effect.
Mass Effect, yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely a good.
You know, Mass
Yeah,
Effect 2 wasn't
I was
bad.
looking for the spoiler footage of that recently, and it looks awesome.
Okay, actually, and Bioshock Infinite.
Okay, yeah.
Good.
Bioshock Infinite looks pretty awesome.
Skyrim DLC. All right, sure.
Skyrim DLC, yes.
Diablo 3.
I've been playing the beta, so I guess I kind of forgot that it actually has to come out.
Hi.
Now we
Ooh
know
la la.
he doesn't have a beta invite in this.
That's not nice.
In this room, don't we?
Can I get a beta key?
It's so short. I thought that it would keep going, and it's you
Yeah.
beat the boss, and it's like congratulations.
I know. It wasn't long enough, but they'll, there's plenty more game where that came from.
Half-Life 2 Episode 3 troll face.
Uh,
Don't make me cry on a desert bus.
do you have an Xbox 360 camera? If so, what do you point it at when you're playing Uno?
I don't play
Everyone's
Uno, but I
creepy.
have to say I had a pretty embarrassing experience trying to do Zumba fitness with Kinect recently, wherein I discovered that I am a terrible dancer and I should never ever try to do anything that's being recorded over Xbox Kinect ever again.
Yeah.
And also that my living room is backed by giant windows that face out into other apartment buildings,
Oh, no.
and they all saw me make an ass of myself, so that was special.
That's right.
When
Zumba fitness.
We got a chance
From-
to look around with the policy and enforcement offices at Xbox Live with Steptoe, who's in charge of the policy and enforcement at Xbox Live, and there was literally just a guy sitting there, just watching, like looking in on a 4-player game of Uno,
No.
just basically waiting for one guy to show his dick, because he was just like,
What?
this guy's gonna do it. Yeah, it was
Pants are already
just
off.
like-
yeah, it
He's
was
in
Wow.
boxers.
yeah, it's like he's in his boxers, it's gonna happen.
There's just so many.
And he was just he just looked so bored. He's like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Bam.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Up, penis.
it was just. It was like.
And
it was
penis.
Like, that is his job.
I'm sure he's seen some stuff.
Also Uno.
Uno.
Penis and Uno.
Yay!
At the same time, it's a twofer.
Wait, so they can just go into any game and just watch you without you knowing?
Or was he playing in a game?
No,
Yeah.
he wasn't. No, he wasn't playing in the game.
Oh.
He was just being a creepy watcher.
Yeah.
Yes. Apparently. Yeah.
That's unsettling. That's
Well-
unsettling to know that they're watching.
Yeah.
They're only watching if you've received a complaint for showing
Oh,
your
okay.
dong on.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, that's like, all right, good to know.
That's fair enough.
What's there's a question here? What's your favorite memory from Core?
Oh, wow. Probably one of the Japan trips. We went to Japan several times, and we had so much fun. I'm trying to think if there was probably the monkeys. We went to these mountains outside of, was it outside of Kyoto? Yeah, I believe there were these big mountains outside of Kyoto where these snow monkeys lived, and they just chase you all around, and they're ferocious and horrifying. But you actually go inside a pen to feed them, and they're just all around jumping everywhere and screaming at you and sticking their little hands into the fence to try to steal peanuts and apples from you. And it was quite an experience. But the babies are so tiny and so cute that it made it all worthwhile.
There's a, near Nagano, there's a different snow monkey park that is considerably less terrifying because the monkeys aren't domesticated. They're like they're cool. They're habituated. They're cool with people, but they don't expect food from people. So they're just
that's a much better idea.
Hey, what's up? We're just gonna go swim in this hot tub. There's a webcam of it actually. There's the snow monkey webcam that you can go watch them and play around in hot springs.
I enjoy watching animals on webcams. I'm a big fan of the Shiba Inu puppy cam and all the other zoo cams that go on.
That
They're
cam
the
isn't
best.
running now, is it?
I don't think so. I think we're safe.
We ran into that cam the first year we did.
Yeah,
we ended up competing with it.
Right, yeah.
The first year that we did Desert Bus, we were using Ustream at the time, and the #1 feed was the Shiba Inu puppy cam.
Oh yeah.
And we were number 2. We could never beat them.
They were always beating us by like 1,000 viewers too.
Yeah.
I get emails every time they go live, so I'm kind of I'm one of those. I'm like, oh, the puppies are live. Time to go watch.
Fantastic. Are you looking forward to Guild Wars 2 at all?
I've never played Guild Wars, actually. Guild Wars and Guild Wars. That's the undersea version of that game. No, Guild Wars. I've never played it actually. It's been recommended to me many times, but I haven't signed up. I'll check it out someday though. Maybe with 2. Am I coming in too late to it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. No.
Like, oh.
None of us have played it, so.
Dr. Veronica, what are your thoughts on Skyward Sword?
I don't really have any thoughts on it. I haven't played it. Skyward Sword.
Are you a fan at all of My Little Pony? If so, what is your favorite pony?
Oh, there's a Legend of Zelda. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have a Wii, so I haven't been too excited about it. I don't have a Wii anymore. So I have to figure out how I'm going to play it. If they had said the new Legend of Zelda, I would have been like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. But I haven't gotten around to checking that one out yet. I know it's not out. When is it out? It's on
Not today.
Oh my god, a point.
Today. Hey, Bill just got a point! Don't forget to hit start, Bill. Hit start.
Now he gets to crash and erase them all.
No.
Hit start.
Sorry, it just takes a sec.
Okay.
There we go.
We just got a point.
Alright, gotta start
Sorry,
again.
this
This is the most interesting part. Accelerating.
We just arrived at one end of the destinations.
I got a point.
We now have
took 8 hours.
a points to crash ratio of 6 to 0.
So it should be 6?
Yeah.
Okay, it hasn't been updated then.
Oh, it wasn't updated. Oh, wow.
So have we explained the whole desert bus thing?
6.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Sorry, we should have told
Yeah.
you what
That's
we were
okay.
doing. So this is basically like a telethon, except it's on the internet, and we play the worst game ever made until people stop giving us money. And the worst game ever made is Desert Bus. If you go to desertbus.org, there's video. There's the video that you're watching now, and then there's also the bus cam, which you can see what the game is. It was a mini game on the game Penn and Teller Smoke and Mirrors for the Sega.
Wow.
Yeah, for the Sega CD that was never released. And it is meant to simulate driving a bus from Tucson, Arizona to Las Vegas, Nevada at 45 miles an hour in real time.
That is amazing.
So one trip takes 8 hours, and then when you get to the other side, you get 1 point, and then it immediately turns around and goes back. So there is literally no end to the game. We just got our 6th point. Wow. So we've been going...
For a while.
Yeah, we're into our... Bill just
I was
started.
thinking the room did not look quite bussy
No.
to me.
Yeah.
We just started...
Get to see the bus cam.
Bill just started his shift. It's our 3rd shift. James was driving for 24 hours, and then Jer was driving for 24 hours, and I hope that he's gone to...
I'm still here.
Oh, you're still here.
If there is, there's going to be food coming, so I'm going to stay with that.
Okay. Jer's going to save her food and then going to go sleep. So we do 24-hour shifts, and what are we at so far? $103,000 this year. That's amazing.
That's
Wow.
50% of last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know, it's nuts.
That's awesome.
You guys should look at this game with your new podcast next year.
I will.
I
I
would
will
love to-
definitely do a
I
huge
would-
feature on it.
I would love to see Schwood play this game while you do the podcast. I think that would be pretty hilarious.
I want to do more of that kind of stuff, like playing games live, like while we do the show. I think that would be really fun.
I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Dear Dr. Veronica, are you going to make a Mr. Little Jeans Khajiit character in Skyrim?
That's a great idea. I didn't think of that at all. Where's the stupid cat? Where is he? Oh, he's not in the room, but I have the other one. Hold on.
Aw,
Kitty.
Yay. Wait.
Wait for it.
Got to wheel the cat over.
Oh, this is the lady. This is Evo. She has a boy name, but she's a girl.
Hey, we have a cat that is a boy with a girl name.
That's right.
Hello.
That cat is just so chill.
It was me.
You might have just beat the puppy cam
Take that,
cuteness.
Shiba Inu.
Yeah. Take that, stupid dogs.
Perfect.
I'll show you. Yeah, this is my this is the slightly less camera shy cat. The other one's somewhere else in the house. But yeah, Mr. Little Jeans is my gray cat, and he's more well known on the internet than this one because he has his own Twitter account at Mr. Little Jeans.
Nice.
Which is funny because there's actually a musician named Mr. Little Jeans that did like an Arcade Fire cover, and so we always get messages to Mr. Little Jeans being like, "Oh, I love your new single," and then he writes back, "I am a cat. I don't know how to play music." And then everyone gets really confused, and I laugh and laugh, and the end. So it's basically only to amuse me.
Nice. I'd asked you, but while we were trying to figure out the Skyward Sword thing, do you watch My Little Pony? And if so, who is your favorite pony?
I don't remember. I used to play My Little Ponies a little bit, but what I would do is I would cut all their hair off. Like give them like little well, they had mohawks already because they had their manes, but I did like Barbie dolls. I would cut all their hair off until they were like Hellraiser Barbies because they grows in rows. And it looks like, what's the guy from Hellraiser? What's his name?
Yeah, I forget. I don't know. Pinhead.
Yeah, Pinhead. So all my Barbies look like Pinhead from Hellraiser. And my Little Ponies, I just drew on them a lot, like colored them in, made them look terrible. So I don't remember which pony was best. They always smelled really nice, though. Do you remember that? Like anyone play with My Little Ponies? They had like that kind of sweet plastic smell.
Yeah.
Like kind of like baby powder or something. That's what comes to mind when I think about My Little Ponies. I don't remember their names. Care Bears, though. A lot of good Care Bears.
Oh, yeah.
And wait, where's Kathleen?
We can be Care Bear friends. Yeah.
Oh darn! I need paper. We have an ongoing challenge from someone because also what we do, we don't just play this game. We try to keep things entertaining, and part of that is we're basically people's monkeys for the duration of this run. We take challenges to do singing, dancing, acting, anything that we can do. We have an ongoing challenge to collect interesting facts from people. We have a limited one fact per person, and we get $5 per fact.
Ooh.
So, do you have an interesting fact for us?
It doesn't have to be about you.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be about you. It can be about anything.
Trivia.
That's a good question. Oh, okay. Turtles like to eat pumpkin pie filling.
What?
Perfect.
Mind blown.
Really?
And also,
Not
you
that's
can
a
trick
fact.
cats into eating medicine by giving it to them with pumpkin pie filling. It's a miracle substance.
Do all of your facts
is
involve
what I'm
pumpkin
saying.
pie filling?
I was just gonna say.
Are
Yes,
you?
they all revolve around pumpkin. Tis the season, right?
Are you
I'm
in
being
fact?
seasonal.
Are you in fact going to start a new podcast based around interesting things to do with pumpkin pie filling?
That's a great idea. So you just talk about what you love. That's the key.
Exactly. And now Veronica Belmont with the podcast.
Actually, I drove cross country and I ate pie at every restaurant I stopped at.
Nice.
It was my tour of pie across
As
the country.
you should, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have written a book about it or something. Not that anyone would ever read that, but it was interesting to me.
Pie across America.
That was going to be the name, Pie Across America.
There you go.
It's that obvious.
That sounds great.
If you made it like a scratch and sniff, I would so buy that book.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, I would totally buy that book. Right?
Okay, well there's the key to success.
Right.
It can't just be about the pie. It has to be with scratch and sniff.
Yes.
And vouchers.
And both of your facts mean that, Ian, that your fact continues to hold true, which is that all facts are about animals.
Yes.
But mine
right.
was about colors.
What?
Mine was about colors.
You changed it.
Quiet.
You're ruining Ian's facts.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you for having me. Good luck with the rest of Desert Bus.
Yeah, thank you so much.
May it someday end for you, or never.
I hope so too.
Which is the positive outcome of that game.
We hope so.
We hope so.
We still have more left to go than we've accomplished yet.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway yet, so
We
let's
do.
do it.
All right, well,
All right.
Godspeed.
Thanks
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Thank
Bye.
you.